Like and subscribe right now or you're going to have bad luck for the rest of the week. Because of modern technology, we're all living in a time where traveling around the world is far simpler and faster than it used to be. These days, it seems everyone has a sense of adventure, which has resulted in people traveling to various faraway places. Many places used to be almost impossible for most people to reach, but not anymore. One such place that continues to attract people hungry for adventure is the Amazon. Who can blame people? The Amazon is spectacular, full of thousands of species of fish and river monsters. 10 river monsters caught in the Amazon. Number 10. Freshwater stingray. Around the Amazon River, there's no such thing as a safe place for fish. Even in the shallows, the magnificent freshwater stingray lurks. However, though these stingrays don't consume human flesh, they're still dangerous, as they'll defend themselves if they feel endangered. In Colombia every year, for instance, the freshwater stingray causes a couple thousand injuries. Just how or why do they do this? Well, though the stingrays don't roam around aggressively, they will sting anyone or anything that steps on them. And, as you guess, shallow water plus camouflage makes it not uncommon for someone to accidentally step on them. It's not our fault that we can't see them. Nevertheless, the stingray's poisonous tail stinger will be triggered and they'll lash out, stinging the offender. Even if their tail stingers miss us, the upper surface can still injure us. Number 9. Electric eel. One of the most interesting predators in the Amazon is the electric eel. There is no other single creature in the Amazon, or in fact in the animal kingdom, that uses electricity like the electric eel. Shockingly, pun intended, an adult electric eel contains thousands of assembled electroplaques that can create a shock of up to 860 volts and 1 ampere of current. Obviously, the electric eel is dangerous for most animals, including humans. In fact, the volts are so dangerous that just a couple of shocks can lead to respiratory or heart failure. People have died by drowning in shallow water due to such sudden shocks. But one piece of good news is that electric eels don't try to eat human flesh. Their diets consist primarily of smaller fish. When hunting, they especially make good use of their electricity. The eel will shoot out shocks like a laser, causing their prey to twitch and lose consciousness. After this, the eel will shoot out a sting of high-voltage pulses, up to 400 per second, to finish off their prey. Jeez! Number 8. Payara. The payara is a species of the dog-toothed tetra, found in the Amazon River. It's quite mysterious, because very little research to date has been carried out about them. Still, most people recognize this fish for its unforgettable look. Silver scales, spiked teeth, 2 gigantic fangs that stick upwards from the lower jaw. They're also equipped with fan-shaped caudal fins, making them very streamlined for speed and power. It's no wonder their nicknames include the water wolf and vampire fish. As so little is known of this fish, their population numbers are also unclear. Each fish is around a half to a near meter or 2 to 3 feet long, and 4.5 to 16 kilograms or 10 to 35 pounds heavy. Well, one even came in at a whopping 18 kilograms or 40 pounds. These fish are capable of eating other fish larger than themselves, but they prefer the taste of medium to smaller fish, piranhas being one of their favorites. Number 7. Black Caiman. Spotted all throughout the Amazon River Bowl, the black caiman is the biggest caiman species, with the potential to grow up to 4.5 meters or 15 feet from tail to nose. Young dark caimans eat primarily crawlies and shellfish. However, as they grow larger, their eating routine moves to incorporate vertebrates, snails, and fish. Like any remaining individuals from Alligator-idae, female caimans can lay up to 39 eggs in a grip. However, during the 1940s to 1970s, there was so much poaching of dark caiman skins that the caiman population greatly decreased, prompting genuine concern over their numbers. At one point, the caiman was even listed as endangered. Number 6. Piranha. Quite the well-known nasty fish, the piranha is also called the piraya. Most people are aware of how ferocious these fish are. They're a bit confusing to describe, but piranhas can vary from yellow to steel gray, pale blue to somewhat red, or even to practically dark. At least these freaky fish can only grow up to 41 centimeters or 24 inches long. They have bulldog-like faces with extremely powerful lower jaws, full of dangerously sharp teeth that are replaceable. When a tooth is broken off, another one simply fills its place. Isn't that lovely? In addition, they have a rather particular line of sharp teeth on both their upper and lower jaws. Their diets tend to consist of creepy crawlies, other fish, snails, worms, seeds, and even different plants. Of course, they will also often eat larger animals like vertebrates and birds, if such yummy meals happen to fall into the water. Number 5. Green anaconda. Found in the Amazon, the green anaconda is one of the largest snakes in the world with crazy proportions. It can grow over 9 meters or 30 feet in length and 30.5 centimeters or 12 inches in diameter. What's even crazier is that it can reach weights of more than 250 kilograms or 551 pounds. And while males tend to be larger for most species, the female anacondas are much larger this time. Belonging to the boa family, the green anaconda is dark olive brown, with big rotating black spots on its back and small olive spots with a yellow center on its sides. Their eyes and noses sit on their large heads, so they can breathe above water and see their prey even when submerged. The snake can creep along submerged, with just their eyes and noses peering out of the water. At least they're non-toxic, so even if they bite you with their strong jaws, which are extremely adept at holding prey firmly, you won't suffer from any poison. However, possibly worse, they will tightly wrap their muscular bodies around you and choke you, then drag you into the water, where they'll drown you and then eat you. Number 4. Giant river otters. Across the world, there are 13 known types of otter. As its name suggests, the Goliath waterway otter is the world's biggest otter, over 2 times the size of regular ones found in Asia. These giant river otters live across South America's Amazon bowl. Considered as one of the Amazon's top hunters, alongside the panther, jaguar, caiman, and boa constrictor, the giant river otter can grow up to 1.8 meters or 6 feet long and weigh in excess of 30 kilograms or 70 pounds. The otter's fantastic vision and whiskers both serve it well as hunting advantages. Maybe not surprising per its size, this otter can consume up to 4 kilograms or 8.8 pounds of fish each day. To do this, the otter will hunt a variety of waterway creatures, crabs, and even snakes. Sadly, the Goliath waterway otter is now considered endangered due to being so hunted for their pelts, for their decreasing population, habitat loss, degradation, and habitat contamination. Number 3. Bull shark. While bull sharks are generally found along shores, bays, and harbors, they additionally thrive in a rather extraordinary and unique surrounding: freshwater rivers. These sharks can be found around 4,000 kilograms or 2,500 miles up the Amazon River in South America. They are perhaps the most dangerous sharks among the entire species. Why? Because they're the most commonly known shark to attack people, as they seem to enjoy roaming around human-populated spaces. But human snacks aside, bull sharks like to feed on smaller sharks and fish. In 2012, researchers examined the bite force of 13 different sharks and discovered that a bull shark can hypothetically snap its jaws shut with just a bit less than 6,000 newtons of power near the back of its mouth and more than 2,000 newtons of power at the front. To put this into perspective, a human can reach 900 to 1,300 newtons of power if they eat aggressively. Or, to explain this in yet another way, the bull shark has the most powerful jaw strength than any of the other sharks in the set that were examined. Number 2. Pacu. The pacu was a South American freshwater fish, but in order to find one, you'd have to search for it in the waterways and streams of the Amazon and Orinoco waterway bowls of marsh Amazonia. Both pacu and piranha are from a similar subfamily, the Serrasalminae, even though they have different diets. The piranha is a meat-eating fish, while the pacu is omnivorous with vegetative tendencies. In contrast to the piranha's sharp teeth, pacus have square, straight teeth that look very similar to human teeth. They use them primarily to crush seeds and organic products, but just now and then they'll also eat fish and spineless creatures. And if they're lucky, they'll also snatch up remains that fall to the water from elsewhere. However, less lucky but rather opportunistic, they even assaulted the testicles of an unfortunate swimmer. Number 1. Arapaima. Local to the Amazon River, the huge, sleek arapaima is one of the biggest freshwater fish. Restricted air breathers, they can stay underwater for only 10 to 20 minutes. Naturally, they tend to lurk near the water's surface. They can use their adapted swim bladder as a lung, which opens into their mouth. That sounds weird and gross. Once upon a time, there was a mystery regarding a massive water beast blamed for a person's disappearance. Intrigued, Jeremy Wade, the host of the program River Monsters, assumed the culprit was an arapaima. Jeremy went to the Guyana waterway to find it, and indeed, he succeeded in catching one. Before he let the arapaima back into the waterway, he stated it was one of his greatest catches in his long South American fishing experience. All in all, his catch solved the mystery of the water beast. That's all for today's video. Thank you all for watching. While you're here, go ahead and click on one of these two videos on your screen. See you there!